Hey, what's going on guys, the ChipperMist here, and today I'm going to be teaching you how you can install Windows 8 Developer Preview on VirtualBox. Now I'm going to be using this on a Mac. You can go ahead and use the same procedure on Windows and PCs if you want to. It's probably going to be remaining the same thing because there are only a few tweaks that you got to do, and well, Windows 8 would be ready and up to go. So what you need to do as the first step is go ahead on this website. The link would be in the description below, and download Windows Developer Preview. So there are basically three types of preview. This is a 64-bit with developer tools, and I'm not a developer, so I don't need this big file size. I'm going to be downloading the Windows Developer Preview 64-bit, which is a 3.6 gigabyte file. So this is a little big file, so you might want to start the download. Go ahead and have a coffee, you roam around somewhere and come back. I already have mine downloaded on the desktop, so I'm going to be continuing with the installation process. So what you need to do is go ahead and open VirtualBox, click on a new machine, and go ahead and click continue. I'm going to be naming my Windows as Windows 8, and you can choose the version from Windows as Windows 7 64-bit, as I'm going to be installing the 64-bit Windows 8. You can go ahead and select only Windows 7 32-bit if you're going to be installing the 32-bit version. I'm going to be kind of allocating 4096 MB of RAM, that's about 4 gigabytes, and well, we are on the virtual hard disk wizard. Now this is where you want to pay attention. You want to create a new hard disk, and you can go ahead and create or continue as I just did. And well, you want to go ahead with a fixed style storage, because if you go at a dynamically expanding storage, you don't have a control over how much it would initially occupy. So I'm going to be creating a 20 gigabyte hard disk drive, and well, it already exists, so I'm going to be going ahead and creating the drive on my desktop itself, just for the sake of the review. So I'm going to be going ahead and creating that, and we can click on continue and click on done. So well, until it's creating, we can just stay put till we can go ahead and have a coffee again, because coffee is magical. Video editing, we are almost done and good to go, so we can just go ahead and blast off. Well, it's 11 seconds left, and it will be completed in just a moment. So yeah, it's completed. We can go ahead, and when we're done about making the virtual hard disk drive, you can go ahead and tweak some of the settings in here, because it's kind of important to tweak the settings in order to actually run the Windows 8 on a virtual machine. So what you need to do is go ahead into system and go ahead and enable the IO Epic. And what you need to do is choose a chipset as a P2X3. You can go ahead and go into the processor and enable the PAE and NX settings, which are the extended features, and go into acceleration and make sure both of these are enabled. And that's pretty much about what we need to do. So we can go ahead and click on OK. But first we can go ahead and go to the IDE controller, click on the drive, and we can actually host or kind of go ahead and mount a virtual disk image. So I have my virtual downloaded ISO file of Windows 7 on my Windows 8 on my desktop, so I can go ahead and choose that. So this is done and it's mounted. So well, this is pretty much what we needed to do. So we can go ahead and start the virtual machine and go ahead and installing that. So we are ready to blast off. So as you can see, the Windows 8 setup is running through, and what it's going to be taking us through is the usual setup that Windows 7 had. So let's check it out. It's running up Windows Developer Preview, and we'll go ahead and run really safely for all of you guys out there. And well, I guess it's almost about done. So yeah, we can go ahead and select, I'm in India, so I'm going to be selecting English India. And yeah, once we are done, we can go ahead and click next. We can go ahead and click install now. Now it's going to be starting up the setup. So well, we can go ahead and agree to terms and condition. I'm going to be a really fast reader, as I already am, and click on agree and click on next. So here is where you want to pay attention to. We can go ahead and click custom for this kind of installation. You can go ahead and click on drive options and click on new and click on apply. So it would actually create a disk drive of 20 gigabyte space of the hard drive that we already created, and we can go ahead and click next and make sure that is selected, and it's going to be copying the Windows files. And well, this may depend on the amount and the speed of your hard drive inside your computer, so this may take a minute or two or even less. So we can go ahead and skip to the end. By the power of video editing, we are again at the end. It's completed all the process installing and copying the Windows files. It's restarting the computer now, obviously the virtual machine and the VirtualBox that is running. So it's gonna be restarting up, and well, we would be good to go. So as you can see, we have press any key to boot from CD or DVD. Obviously we don't want to do that because we have already installed Windows. And let's me this is totally starting up a Windows Developer Preview, and it would show a rounding processing bar. Oh my god, I'm running Windows in my Mac. My Mac's ruined. Just kidding. So well, it's gonna be taking us to the initial steps of installing and configuring Windows 8. So it is updating the registry settings and would do all of its geeky stuff. And well, let's get to the setup itself. Going through the setup, we are finally at the main setup screen. You can go ahead and set it up like a normal computer you would. So I'm going to be naming this as ChipperMist, and I'm going to go ahead and click on next. And you will be able to, kind of use the settings and all that. I'm going to be going with the Express settings, and you can also log in with your email address, or if you don't want to log in with your Windows Live ID, you can have a local account created. So well, this is a pretty simple step. Hope it helped you, kind of run Windows 8 on a virtual machine. To subscribe to the channel if this video helps, and thumbs up the video if you liked it. And well, you can also follow me at Twitter at twitter.com/ChipperMist, and like my Facebook page at facebook.com/ChipperMist, and subscribe to my channel for more updates and videos coming up ahead on Windows 8 and a lot of techie stuff. Well, this was ChipperMist here, and until next time, I'll catch you guys later. Peace.